Hey guys, Sandy here. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Follow Sketch February. We are on day 3 and this is the sketch that is for today. It's a nice grid pattern from Simple Scrapper and I am going to be using that kit. So this kit is one that has been hanging out since before the December project. It was a kit I had put together and then I kept adding to it and adding to it and adding to it. And funnily enough, I keep on adding to it now. So any kind of scraps that I'm using for a layout and might go with what I have going on over there, I add it to that. And it's just turned into the never-ending kit. We're gonna wrap up that kit though, and then really make a never-ending kit in March. So if you are interested in the never-ending kit, which is a lie because there will be an end to it, but we will just keep on adding and subtracting and things to it and just making it happen. So I am scrapbooking my photos from Harmony, California. And I am taking pictures of some of the kind of sights of the place. So there was a pottery place, and this pottery place, you guys, was amazing. It had all kinds of pottery. It had like decorative pottery. It had pottery for use. It was just really awesome and cool, and lots of little rooms and places to look and things to look at and touch and explore. It was just amazing. We ended up buying 2 mugs and they were pretty awesome. And then also the Harmony Glassworks was another place that was just an amazing spectacle of things to look at. And we loved walking through the rooms and checking out all of the things. And I know I've said it in other videos, but there is one piece that I regret big time not purchasing. I do have a photograph of it, so that will feature sometime in a layout. I'm not sure if it's going to make it for Follow Sketch February. This year for Follow Sketch February, I tried to have a good mix of multi-photo layouts and single photo layouts. And then also I have a couple of double pagers in there. So upcoming, there will be some of those. So in case you have not joined the Scrapping Reflections Facebook group yet, and you're not sure what the future sketches may hold, you could be in for a surprise. Or if you want to know, join the Scrapping Reflections Facebook group and just make sure you answer the membership question. I have a ton of people just sitting in like the abyss of waiting to join the Scrapping Reflections Facebook group because they haven't answered the membership question. It is literally one question. It helps with keeping out like bots and spammers and stuff like that. So just, you know, if you want to join, answer the question. If you added some friends, like you thought they should join, tell them to answer the questions too. I can't, or I can't say I can't. I could, but I won't let anyone in that hasn't answered the question yet. So there is that. All right, so I have decided to place my photos that I cut down to 4x4, onto some pretty hot pink paper. And I'm doing this because I want there to be something to kind of like stand out. I want there to be this kind of feeling of brightness and fun coming up through the layout. Now, I did mat that on some white cardstock to place on top of my background. My background is an orange triangle background, and I do love orange in scrapbooking. It is awesome. Not really, you know, a fan of orange just in life, but the color orange, I guess could I say it's my least favorite color of the rainbow? Probably could say that. But I love it with the colors and things that I have picked out here. So in the sketch, there are a bunch of layers and things, and then some embellishments all around the outside of the grid. there's a place for journaling, there's a big old title, like there's all kinds of things. Now I decided that I was going to make my title kind of offset because I wanted a little bit more of that hot pink to show through, right? Like I've got this thing in my head where the hot pink is kind of coming up through the layout and it's giving you that little bit of fun and, you know, just a little bit of fun popping up through there. So I didn't want to cover it all up. I ended up using that cocoa vanilla sticker that I wasn't sure I was going to use. And the reason why I wasn't sure is because I normally don't like words, phrases, whatever, that are spread apart like that. I usually like words to be all in one line. And the love is probably the least offensive to me. That's pretty strong word for words that are cut up, but it drives me crazy, you guys. I hate, especially they like to, they, meaning scrapbooking companies, they like to separate the word adventure, right, into 3 or 4 lines. And I'm like, just give me the whole word together because I am not a word separator. It drives me nuts. And it even drives me more nuts when they divide the word not where the syllable breaks are, right? Like that just, oh, it grinds my gears. There are things I will not use. There are things I just throw straight into the bin because I'm not going to use it. It drives me that crazy. I don't know if it's a pet peeve. It might be a little bit more than a pet peeve. I'm thinking that. Okay, so for this layout, I'm going to keep this layout pretty flat, right? Like there's not going to be a lot of embellishment, a lot of thick embellishment. So what I decided to do was to take snippets of all of the papers that I have going on this layout, and I'm just going to build up little bits of color by putting the papers on the edges of the main photo block, right? Like, and I'm going to layer them up differently. I'm going to show more of one color on one side than the other, and I'm just kind of trying to make it a little bit more interesting because I want to have a flatter layout, and I'm determined to show that flatter layouts can be interesting, right? Like, I love a good lumpy bumpy layout. I love thickness. I love, you know, texture and all that kinds of things, but I also love flat layouts. So, but I want my flat layouts to be interesting looking. So that's what the plan is for right here. And I also have different lengths of the papers shooting out from either side. And what that does is, I think, is it adds some real interest to the page, right? Now, I know that love is going to be part of my title, and I'm not exactly sure what else I'm going to put with it, but I thought creative love was pretty cool, and then I decided that I needed some more. The title block in the sketch is super huge, so I felt like my title needed a little bit more oomph behind it. So I am going to grab some letter stickers and spell out the word cool, so for cool creative love. And I am lining up the letter stickers so that they look like they are in a straight line, basically. If you line up the bottom of the letter sticker, it doesn't look exactly straight. You have to find that bottom black line on this letter sticker because it has like 4 drop shadows of color behind it. Otherwise, it looks kind of funky. Now I'm going to pop on this bow, and then I'm going to start adding in some more embellishment, and I'm just going to see if that bow ends up staying there or not. I actually don't remember if I leave it there. Maybe I do. This puffy sticker is very flat, not a whole lot of heft behind it, so I'm kind of keeping with that flat kind of mindset. The cool thickers are not super thick either, and either is that word creative. These just aren't the super big, lumpy, bumpy embellishments that I normally like to use. Now, since this is a layout in kind of a section of an album, I'm not going to put a whole heck of a lot of journaling on it. there will be plenty of opportunities for journaling on the other albums or the other layouts that will go in this section of the album. I didn't think I was going to scrapbook as many layouts as I did for this weekend that we had together. Yep, the bow comes off. But it turns out to be it's turning out to be a nice little section. It will be a nice little section of one of the books for the year. So anyway, I'm looking at this. I'm trying to decide if I needed to add anything else, and I'm thinking, yeah, this is a great flat layout. Maybe I'll add some enamel dots, and I'm like, nope. Then the tappy fingers come out. Those are the tapping thinking fingers. And I'm just like, yeah, I think we're good. I kind of like what I've got going on here. I'm even looking at letter stickers, trying to decide if I needed to decorate with words, because that is something I like to do. And ultimately, I decided that this was just perfect the way it was. With all of the different colors and different layers of paper, I am loving this layout. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Join Scrapping Reflections Facebook group if you want a heads up for all of Follow a Sketch February's layouts. And then make sure that you use the hashtag FASFEB24 so that I can find your layouts and like them and comment them and share them on Instagram. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys again real soon for another video.